May I also request Dr. Pradeep Sarmapadam also to please join us. Thank you, sir, for lighting the lamp and inaugurating this 3-day national conference. Sir, we have almost about 135 participants, delegates across 11 states participating in this 3-day national conference. The very purpose of organizing this national conference has been the appreciation that we got from the Honorable National Green Tribunal Principal Bench in New Delhi. They appreciated the fact that the Goa state has shown best practices in terms of managing the waste resources and converting that into a really resource. At the same time, also minimizing the impact of waste on our environment. With the guidance and support from Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawanji, we have moved from 2011 till today, and we are moving towards a sustainable future where we consider national waste as a resources and converting that into a product. And we are actually getting into what the world is now talking about, circular economy. So now we already have inaugurated. Now I request my colleague Ms. Saloni Kakodkar to welcome the dignitaries by offering a flower bouquet. Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawanji. May I also request Shruti Advalkar to welcome Honorable Minister for Science, Technology and Waste Management, Shri Atanasio Mansarat. May I also request Saloni to welcome Honorable Dr. Anil Kakodkar, former Chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission, Government of India. May I also request Shruti to welcome Honorable Secretary Shri Verma sir. May I also request Saloni to kindly welcome the Honorable Chairman of the Goa State Pollution Control Board, Shri Mahesh Patil. May I also request Saloni to kindly please welcome Anil Shri Kale sir. May I also request to welcome Shri Vinod Kumar, Chairman of Marmu Goa Port Trust, Vinod Kumar sir. May I also request to welcome the Member Secretary of Goa State Biodiversity Board, Sri Sarmapadam sir. May I also request to welcome the MD of Sewage Corporation, Sri Parsekar. May I also request to welcome our own Managing Director of Goa Waste Management Corporation, Dr. Levinson Martins. So, in order to continue the inaugural session, may I request Dr. Levinson Martin to welcome and give the overview of the 3-day national conference.
Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawanji, Minister for Science and Technology, Sir Boris Mansarat, Dr. Anil Kakodkar, former Chairman of Atomic Commission and Energy Commission India, our very own expert chairman, Dr. Sharat Kale, who has been expert chairman for waste management in Goa for the last almost 8-9 years. My secretary, Ramesh Verma sir, chairman of Pollution Control Board, Sri Patil sir, MPD chairman sir, Pradeep Sarmapadam, and my colleague Parsekar sir. I warmly welcome all the dignitaries on the days for this national workshop, and I am sure in the 3 days workshop will be a very fulfilling and a very enriching experience to all of you all. We have put up this workshop in such a way so that our various facilities are being also showcased. We will have a visit there, and what went into the making of this facilities, what are the difficulties we face, so that we can share with you. So we also feel that some good practices may be there with all your states. We could also share, you can share your experience with us, so that together our whole aim is to have a Nitar Goa, means clean Goa and Swachh Bharat. So there is an exchange of views between us, and I am sure in the days to come, this country will be in a better position in concerning waste management is concerned. Welcome to all our delegates from 25 states, sir. There are about 70 delegates. There are other state government officials, our other NGOs and other stakeholders. Plus we have officials from various of our contractors or concessioners who are here. And the speakers, sir. 20 speakers will be deliberating for the next 3 days. Besides, the expert committee members are also here, and our board officials are here. A warm welcome to all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the inaugural welcome address. Now, may I request the Secretary, Shri Ramesh Verma, sir, to address the gathering.
Very good afternoon to you. Today's Chief Guest, Honorable Chief Minister of Goa and Chairman of Goa Waste Management Corporation, Dr. Pramod Shawanji, our Honorable Minister of Science and Technology and Waste Management and Vice Chairman of WEBTV, Shri Atanashu Mansurekse, Shri Mahesh Patil, Chairman Goa State Pollution Control Board, Shri Dr. Neil Kakodkarji, former Chairman, Atomic Energy Commission of India, Expert Dr. Sharad Kaliji, former scientist, Goa Atomic Research Center, Dr. Denison Martins, who is MD of GWMC, Shri Vinod Kumar, Chairman MPA, Dr. Pradeep P. Samukta, Member Secretary GSP, and other speakers of the conference, participants from various states. We heartily welcome you all here. First of all, I want to tell you, sir, that this conference we are organizing on the basis of the directions given by the Honorable NGT in OA 606201. And I can say here that all participants who are here knows about the outcomes in this particular OA in various forums, either at Supreme Court or at various NGT which have given the directions. Luckily, in the month of March, we were very happy with our presentation and we passed the directions to our respected Chief Secretary that we have to organize one event in which we have to call at least all coastal belt states and northeastern small states where we can show what we have done in this waste management sector. State of Goa being geographically smaller in size but adopted cluster-based approach for effective management of solid waste. And here we have two common solid waste management facilities, one which is at Sarigaon and another one is at Kapura. Kapura is the recent one. Last year it has started operation. But the Sarigaon operation is one of the best facility which has been started 7 years back with the legendary vision of our ex-Chief Minister, Dr. Manohar Parrikarji. And today we are happy to say that this facility we are running with a capacity of 300 ton per day, and the other facility, Kapura, is with 125 TPD. In next 3 days, we are taking you to these facilities also for your first-hand experience with these facilities, how we started these facilities, how we are operating our solid waste, which we are collecting from all the parts of Goa. So all these facilities, other than these two, we have facilities at Kundam, we have facilities at Visurum where we are treating our biomedical waste. Now we have already started work in our e-waste management. So now we are working for our Goa waste to energy plant, which is about to come at the Varna industrial area. The other one facility which is about to come at the Banganam is also on the floor. So with all these facilities, we can say that this Goa Waste Management Corporation, which has come in 2017, is functioning with efficiently, And all these new plans which in our mind here, in next few years, we are very soon able to say that okay, we will tackle 100% our waste which we are generating in Goa. As you all know, Goa is the tourist capital of our country, and we are, every year we are getting almost 1 crore tourists. So basically, we have to deal with the waste generated by our tourists as well as our local population. The major problem is this RDF which we are generating, and we are still sending this RDF to the nearby states, either to Karnataka or the next states. So with the reason of our Honorable Chief Minister and with the expert team which is sitting here with ideas from your side also, we will be able to soon sort out this issue and will come up with these facilities which are required in Goa. So friends, with this, I only want to say that please participate here, and if you have any question, please ask clearly, because you will get the expert comment like Dr. Sharad Kale, who is from day one connected with us, and we are still getting his comments here. So he is a person with other expertise, like Dr. Anil Kapotkar is here, other eminent speakers who are here with all of us. Please be free to ask your questions. And the only thing which I want to tell you is that everyone is looking very worried. They are all in this room thinking that by having a worry we will be able to sort out the problems of our waste management. No, not at all. We have to be very smiley and please try to find out this solution of all these problems. Then only we will be able to get our aim of Swachh Bharat, Clean Bharat, Swachh Bharat 2000. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. May I request Shri Mahesh Patil, Chairman of the Goa State Pollution Control Board, to address again.
Good afternoon. Chief guest of today's conference to showcase state-of-the-art infrastructure facilities and solid waste management, our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawantji, the Honorable Minister for Science, Technology and Waste Management, the Vice Chairman of GWNC, Shri Antal Sarabji, respected Anil Kapotkar ji, former Atomic Energy Commission of India, Chairman, Dr. Sharad Kale ji, former scientist of Atomic Research Center, Shri Ravi Verma ji, Secretary, Government of Goa. We have Mr. Davinson Martin, Managing Director, Mr. Nirti Pasekar, Mr. Mukadam, the speakers, participants, and all the, I could say, a member of my community, like member secretaries, chairman, and the scientists from various pollution control boards throughout India who come here. On behalf of Pollution Control Board, as being a host here, and Goa, I welcome you all. I know you have been, this is a more of a technical workshop. I will highlight only 2 points. You have the highlight, the name says is the infrastructure, and normally we say physical infrastructure, but you will find difference in Goa with the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister. It's a social, bureaucratic, technical infrastructure. You can see one of us sitting on one table. Then the role of Pollution Control Board traditionally has been only to issue show causes, give notices, close or open, not beyond. But here, I would say we are very proud as we are a technical body, but there is a constant support from the Government of Goa, especially with the Honorable Chief Minister, our Environmental Minister, the entire, again, along with the political support, we have also bureaucratic support. Parvati is here. I used to speak earlier with the Chief Secretary, OLG, or many of the ease of doing business started. So we came together for a common cause. And that is what I highlight. And here we see all working together to solve this problem under technology. I will not take more time because experts will deal with your subject. But I want to tell you the overall how we work, and probably that is something which can take away. Instead of working in silos, work together. You see, Honorable Chief Minister, in spite of all this busy engagement, he's here, spending time with us. Our Minister was also here almost 1 hour ago, and he spent time going around with our entire lab as facilities and understanding proper issues. So technology is what we try to support. We don't just regulate. And for 2-3 issues which we have now, like noise monitoring, Honorable Chief Minister has time, I'll show him. Also, we have the technology of a sewage treatment. Now we are checked is a business, probably many of you are not aware, but Goans are aware of it. we find a solution and constant interaction with the industry, academia, stakeholder industry, and as well as the government. We work together. I once again welcome you. I hope you'll have a comfortable stay. In case you have any issue, our staff is here. You can please contact us. And I know my friend Lawrence Martin is always dynamic in organizing all these conferences. And we will like to also to learn from you. That is today knowledge sharing and networking plays important role. Why to reinvent the wheel? If you have a solution, please give it to us. Whatever we have, we give to you. Without much ado, once again, I thank West Bengal Corporation for giving this opportunity for us to hold this conference in our premises, and we also would learn to it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words. Now, we have our guest of honor, the Honorable Dr. Anil Kapurkar, the former chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission, Government of India. Sir, I will request please address the country.
Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawantji, Honorable Minister for Science, Technology and Waste Management, all other dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to thank Honorable Chief Minister for this opportunity for me to be here. It seems to me that I am the odd man out here. I'm not sure how, but it's great to see several stakeholders across the country sitting together, exchanging experiences, sharing ideas to address this very important issue. I'm not too sure that a similar event was held anytime, anywhere in the country. So congratulations to State of Goa and indeed to all of you for this great initiative. I'm nobody in this field, but I must explain to this audience how my association with this subject. Essentially, Dr. Kale is responsible, and that too started with very funny thing. In BARC, we found that suddenly the population of stray dogs was going up. And that was a matter of worry, and then finally, when we traced what is the cause, we found that that's the canteen food which gets wasted, that gets dumped, and even if you clear it every day or twice a day, the period for which it gets full is enough food for the dogs, and that is. And then a suggestion came by somebody that, well, we have an incinerator. They said we just put the food and burn it, and that is what I didn't like. And that is when I requested Dr. Kale to find out a microbiological solution that I remember my words in those days to see. And then came Nisargaruna, then came the entire, I think all that Dr. Kale has done in this field, which I have been watching very closely. So that is all my linkage with the field of waste management. But having observed this for such a long time, it's very clear to me that this is a problem which it of course requires technology, it requires scientific understanding, it certainly requires an administrative and legislative push. But this cannot happen without participation of people, and sometimes it makes me sad that we act only on directions of courts rather than by ourselves. And this is a story which repeats everywhere. Coming from Mumbai, I know every time we see in the news some kind of good observation or diktat, and then suddenly something happens, half of it for good cause, remaining half maybe just to address a court order, and the problem persists. The mountains of dump are growing, and so as we heard Dr. Kale talking, I think any waste management program, I am more familiar with nuclear waste management rather than municipal solid waste management. But the principles of solid or principles of waste management fundamentally require attention to waste at source. And of course, the second principle is there is nothing like waste. So in fact, you know, in India, nuclear waste, we call it a resource, and we recycle all of it. If not all, maybe most of it, 99% we do recycle. Now, so this point that was being made, that we must make sure that municipal solid waste or the biodegradable part of the waste must be minimized and segregated right at source. Because, you know, otherwise there is a huge health management burden on the society because of whatever reasons. And it comes in the form of these waste dumps. They generate methane, at times they start burning, a lot of particulates get into air. In all big cities we have been seeing it happened in Bombay, it happened in Delhi, and we don't want smaller cities to get into that model. The second part is they also contribute to the contamination of groundwater. You have, that's where lot of pathogens, harmful pathogens grow. When it rains, a lot of it through that water gets into the water streams or groundwater, which also causes a lot of health hazard. And if one, in fact I had requested whether we can find people, if one looks at the burden, the expenditure that the state has to make in taking care of the health management, and the benefit one would get if the solid waste management is handled well. And in my simplistic understanding, it looks to me that the local body would tend to be in the positive, that it will save some money by way of saving on health management burden simply because it has spent money on waste, municipal solid waste management. So I don't have numbers, I have not seen any such study, but since all of you are from this domain, maybe it's worthwhile getting some study at least in a particular local body wherever it's possible. And I think that conclusion will be telling and that will give some impetus to sort of more attention to this problem. The second point that I wish to make is once the degradable, biodegradable part of the waste is well handled, I think the remaining part of the waste, most of it is recyclable, and technologies are emerging for that which are at present appear difficult to recycle, and one can make the value structure in such a manner that this entire thing becomes a part of the so-called circular economy. And I think that is quite possible. It's possible even in the case of degradable waste. But the point is, degradable waste has an associated health hazard, and so probably we should tackle that upfront with some proactive approach. The next point that I wish to make is more with respect to the sewage treatment. That's also a part of. And I know several places. I think just like Goa is the best example in the context of solid waste management. The city of Jamshedpur, they have done a great job in terms of managing the sewage waste and the recycle of that waste. There are many other cities. I think Chennai is a great example. Nagpur, a whole power plant runs without drawing any water, any fresh water. It's all recycled water. So I think slowly the technologies and methodologies are arising where we can get into the so-called circular economy in terms of managing these issues. What is required really is the mindset, and so it's a question of processes at the level of citizens, processes at the level of the local bodies, and the processes at the level of government by way of creating legislations, actions is very important. In that, this part of decentralized management is extremely important. If you say that this is primarily the responsibility of producer, as far as the biodegradable waste is concerned, we are all in our houses. We are the producers. So, there is that responsibility. Just like we talk about extended producers' responsibility, I think there is that user's responsibility which should be fixed. Taking the next step, we need to make sure that whatever goes out of our doorsteps. I know in old times we used to have a thali in which we eat. It was mandatory that it's absolutely clean. You should be able to see your face in the thali in which you have eaten your food. Today our habits are not like that, and I think we need to inculcate that habit into everybody's practice. Now, and the same thing continued at all levels. So it's while it's a governance problem, statutory activities, but it's also a social problem, and bringing the whole community together, our collective responsibility. So I think I do expect that this meeting would certainly, because this is a very difficult thing, and listening to your presentation, and you have to create this rule, that rule, how people don't follow rules. These are all issues, and I'm sure these issues will be different in different states or different local bodies. And I think this kind of opportunity to share the experience would enable us to reach an optimum solution. So I wish a great meeting and a very fruitful meeting that way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It was always great to listen to you and know about science of objects and how science can be a really torching light for all of us to get into a world which is both scientific, peaceful, and also cooperative. We have now our Honorable Minister for Science, Technology and Waste Management, Sri Kanansiu Mamshira. Sir has been a guiding force and support to all in the Goa Waste Management Corporation. So your support has led us to this level. I request you to please address the gathering.
A warm welcome to the dignitaries on the dais. Honorable Chief Minister of Goa and Chairman of GWMC, Dr. Pramod Sawant, Sri Mahesh Patel, Chairman Goa Pollution Control Board, Dr. Anil Kakodkar, retired scientist, Baba Atomic Research Center, Dr. Sharad Kale, retired scientist, Baba Atomic Research Center, Ramesh Verma, IAS Secretary, Sri Vinod Kumar, Chairman MTP, Dr. Levinson Martins, Managing Director, GWMC, Sri Navruti Parsekar, Managing Director, Sewage and Infrastructure Development Corporation of Goa Limited, Dr. Pradeep Sarmod Kadam, Member Secretary, Biodiversity Board, eminent speakers for this conference and participants from various states. It is my pleasure to be part of this inaugural session of the conference organized by the Goa Waste Management Corporation. Waste management is a huge task due to rapid increase in urbanization and the resultant change in the lifestyles and consumer behavior. There is an urgent need to develop system for proper waste collection, transportation, segregation, recycling and disposal. Goa Waste Management Corporation, since its inception, has done commendable job and outreach in the area of waste management across the state of Goa. This corporation has set up various solid waste management facilities in a time-bound manner. Such facilities are designed to achieve waste reduction along with waste collection, segregation, transportation and scientific disposal. This conference aims to provide proper guidance to the participants from various states on developing and operating models and improving administrative and institutional arrangements in the terms of National Green Tribunal Order dated 2nd March 2020. Most importantly, this conference will also offer possible solutions to all the participants in planning solid waste resources management and its implementation within their respective local bodies and commitment to achieve its task of becoming a zero waste state in the coming years. I wish all the participants an enriching experience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wise wisdom. Now we have with us Dr. Pramod Sawantji, Honorable Chief Minister of Government of Goa and the Chairman of Goa Waste Management Corporation. His support and encouragement is always very encouraging, and I request sir to kindly address the gathering.
Good afternoon, friends. I'll not take you much time, especially for this today's 3-day seminar. Amongst us, our Minister for the Solid Waste Management Corporation, one who is leading from the front, Mr. Monsera. Second one, we are having Dr. Anil Kakodkar, originally the Goan. We have given him the Govamanta Vibhushan Puraskar. He is always the advisor for us. Thank you, sir, for here. Dr. Sharad Kale, who is the person starting of this solid waste management facilities plan. He is always guiding force for us. And under his leadership only, we have successfully completed this solid waste management plans. Thank you, sir. Your advice is always required. Other persons are also very much important. You see, Mr. Levinson Martin, one who is treating the solid waste of the municipality waste. Second one is the Navruti Parsekar, one who is treating the sewerage. He is always the leading the sewerage corporation. He treats the sewerage, everything, he handles the sewerage. Third one is the Mahesh Patel. He is the chairman for at present for the Pollution Control Board. He keeps the control on whole industry as well as everything to keep control on the pollution. And lastly, the Pradeep Sarmukadam. He preserves the biodiversity. It is only the state having all the atlas of the biodiversity in the state of Goa, and we have already identified our biodiversity site, Goa Biodiversity Index, everything. It is one and only state is a Goa which preserves the biodiversity. And you people, Honorable Prime Minister always tells about स्वच्छ भारत अभियान और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के स्वच्छ भारत अभियान के सही में एम्बेसडर जो कोई है तो आप लोग हैं। आप लोगों का भी बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन। इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल अनलेस एंड अनटिल जब तक आपके स्टेट के पास विजन नहीं होगा, आपके पास विजन नहीं होगा तभी कोई स्टेट स्वच्छ भारत अभियान पॉसिबल ही नहीं होगा। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने स्वच्छ भारत अभियान 2014 में एक सपना दिखाया। जब माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी स्वच्छ भारत अभियान बोल के आज भी याद करो, उनका पहला पोस्टर जो खुद झाड़ू लेके रोड पे खड़े थे, स्वच्छ भारत अभियान की उन्होंने शुरुआत की थी। इट इज द 2 अक्टूबर 2014। उससे पहले स्वच्छ भारत के बारे में किसी ने कभी बात नहीं की। 70 साल में इससे पहले एक ही आदमी झाड़ू लेके खड़ा था रोड पे, वो था महात्मा गांधी जी। उसके बाद में झाड़ू हाथ में किसी ने लिया एज अ प्रधानमंत्री तो माननीय मोदी जी ने लिया। अभी स्टार्टेड द अभियान इज द स्वच्छ भारत अभियान, एंड तब से लेके आज तक इस देश स्वच्छ करने लगे हैं। ढेर सारे लोग कहते थे माननीय मोदी जी ने झाड़ू लेने के बाद ये देश स्वच्छ हो जाएगा क्या। ढेर सारे लोगों ने टीका किया। मुझे भी पता है कि 1-2 दिन से होने वाला नहीं है, और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने हाथ से झाड़ू लिया तो एक से काम नहीं होने वाला है। लेकिन एटलीस्ट यू वांट टू अवेयर, जब हम अवेयर करेंगे तभी ये मोमेंटम बोल के स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। और माननीय मोदी जी का विजन आज रियलिटी में आ रहा है। दिस इज अ प्राउड फीलिंग फॉर वी इंडियन, दिस इज अ प्राउड फीलिंग फॉर यू एम्बेसडर। यू हैव डिसाइडेड टू कीप दिस स्वच्छ भारत। अपना स्टेट भी स्वच्छ रखेंगे और पूरा देश भी स्वच्छ रखेंगे। तब से लेके आज तक मुझे लगता है डिफरेंट इनिशिएटिव्स different states have taken. I'll share some experience of my state only. Very good morning to all the dignitaries present, officers involved in the waste management, solid waste management of the Goa and various states all over the India. I would like to congratulate the Goa Waste Management Corporation for organizing this 3-day conference, which is much needed as per NGT order to showcase the state-of-the-art infrastructure facilities involved in the solid waste management and sewage waste management, and share the experience on the subject of the waste management challenges in the larger public interest. The Goa Waste Management Corporation plays an important and progressive role in achieving the goal of reduction, management and scientific disposal of ever increasing the waste generated in the state of Goa. जैसे सर ने अभी बताया कि वेस्ट तो जनरेट हर एक के घर से होती है, तो वेस्ट जनरेट जब वहीं से हम सेग्रीगेट नहीं करेंगे तो उसका दम बढ़ते ही जाएगा। एज राइटली सेड, वी हैव टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द होम, अदरवाइज इट इज नॉट। दैट्स व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग द सेम थिंग। बीइंग द पॉपुलर टूरिस्टिक डेस्टिनेशन brings on such a challenge, the GWMC is committed to finding and delivering the solution to all these challenges. Our GWMC always सबके लिए एक मार्गदर्शन तत्व पे काम करता है। सबके लिए, यानी किसके लिए, सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट का कुछ डिस्पोजल आइटम से लेके उनको वर्कशॉप लेना, पंचायत में जाना, तालुका लेवल पर ऑर्गेनाइज करना, ऑल एवरीथिंग इज ऑलवेज गाइडिंग फोर्स। इवन दो आई थिंक मुझे नहीं लगता है किसी स्टेट ने सेपरेटली सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट मिनिस्ट्री की होगी। इट इज ओनली द गोवा स्टेट हु हैव फॉर्म्ड द सॉलिड वेस्ट मिनिस्ट्री, and again the solid waste management corporation is headed by the chief minister, not anyone else, because it is integrated all other ministries having the involvement। पंचायत मिनिस्ट्री है, अर्बन डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्ट्री है, यहाँ पे टूरिज्म मिनिस्ट्री है, अगेन द PWD मिनिस्ट्री, द रोड एंड हाईवेज, जहाँ पे हम जितने सारे पैसा खर्च कर रहे हैं, जैसे सर ने बताया पैसे की कमी नहीं है. There is a fund. It is always in the 15th Finance Commission. There is separate fund. Sewage Corporation, the Government of India is also giving the separate fund. इसीलिए मैंने कहा that should be the one unless and until there is a corporation, unless and until there is a policy, कोई भी waste ऐसे treat नहीं कर सकता. It is be possible for us only and only because of the steps we have taken and the legislative amendments we have brought in the Solid Waste Management Act. Separately जो हमने Act form किया, इसीलिए हमें possible हुआ. I think our Levinson will share our solid waste management act to you people, so it will be guiding for you also. So GWMC has set up the state-of-the-art infrastructure and also committed to setting up the more such facilities involving the waste-to-energy plant, locally emerging the 100% of the all waste steam generated in the state, which is eventually aimed to the zero landfilling. We have also encouraged the private sector participation in projects with both the national and international organizations. These projects were undertaken with the aims to achieving the circular economy, increasing awareness and improving the behavioral pattern, building the capacity of the local bodies, exploring and improve the technology opinion and providing the technical assistance for setting up of the waste treatment facilities. आज शाम में मुझे लगता है गए नहीं प्लांट पे. आज शाम में आप सब लोग प्लांट पे जाएंगे. मुझे लगता है प्राउडली मैं कहता हूँ कि हमारा जो प्लांट है इस तरह का प्लांट इंडिया में नहीं एशिया में पहला प्लांट है. प्राउडली हम सेइंग. आप एक बार देखो, देखने के बाद आपको पता चलेगा ये व्हाट द सेटअप वी हैव डन. नो डाउट इट इज अ विजन ऑफ आवर एक्स चीफ मिनिस्टर Manoj Parrikar, who have put a foundation at that time and who have completed also. So many the VVIPs, so many the scientists, so many people have visited the plant and they have appreciated. As Dr. Kale has rightly explained you, he is always the advisor for us for this plant. So the government of Goa has set up the several integrated waste management facilities as per the specific of the waste management rule, SWM rule 2016, biomedical waste management rule 2016, hazardous waste management and transboundary rule 2016. Experience of having such system in the state of Goa will help the officials and from the other states to gain the expertise in handling the solid waste management in the respective state and also in the setting up of the integrated waste management facilities to manage the waste in the larger public interest. Goa Waste Management Corporation is also involved in the awareness creation, cleanliness drive and a monitoring and feedback system. It takes into consideration the varying the geographical, demographic, infrastructure availability and technological capacity, all which play an important role in dealing with the wider context of the waste management and required intervention. The biggest challenge of this contemporary world is preserving and restoring the natural resource and such land, water, energy and food. I appeal to all the officials present here and to be their part by adding their expertise in regularization and sharing the knowledge with the local bodies in the efforts of improving the waste management services in their jurisdiction. Let us all lead by the example to enable the positive behavioral change and that will reach and far wide. The state of Goa has been one model state and which will have the common facilities to manage all type of waste. It is presently the Goa through which the GWMC and has upgraded the Saligaon plant from the 100 to 250 TPD and set up the Kakoda plant which is operational and common biomedical waste facilities which is operational at Pune, the hazardous waste facilities at Pisulle, and the process is one to set up the e-waste facilities and under the construction. Also there is an demolition waste facilities and a waste to energy facilities at Verna. Today, the audience shall be get hear about a rapid composite and which is one of the best practices in the waste management from Dr. Sharad Kale and who is the Padma Shri awardee of this retired scientist of the Baba Atomic Research Centers, who is also the chairman of the Goa Waste Management Corporation of the Expert Committee. Today, the waste management is the circular industry of for the wellness of the society due to the insufficient organizational setup and inadequate resource training and time lack of the motivation. The solid waste management services fall for the short of the desired level. The various systems for the effective management of the waste have evolved, and some put into the place these systems in the way to augment the resource and capabilities, and at the same time evolve the existing waste management system. As the Chief Minister and the Chairman of the Solid Waste Management Corporation, I am extremely happy to be part of such efforts and initiatives. I urge the GWMC to conduct the more such conferences and with the exposure visit and to all the waste management facilities in the state of Goa, so that officials involved in the waste management practices is trained towards understanding the challenges and faced during the setting up of the waste management facilities and their operations. I am excited to note that GWMC has soon set up the waste management institutions with the collaboration efforts of the Goa Institute Management GIM and the Goa Institute Public Administration GPAR. I urge all the participants to take the maximum advantage of this 3 days conference coming from the respective state in the improvement of the waste management sector. Goa Waste Management Corporation is a special purpose vehicle for the waste management. It always is a guiding force for all the other departments in the state of Goa. मुझे लगता है ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी जी का सपना, जो विकसित भारत 2047 का सपना जो माननीय मोदी जी ने दिखाया है, वो सच होना चाहिए। तो उनका पहला मिशन जो था स्वच्छ भारत अभियान, उससे लेके फिट इंडिया तक उन्होंने ईच एंड एवरी स्वच्छ भारत इंडिया, मेक इन इंडिया, स्टार्टअप इंडिया, स्टैंड अप इंडिया, फिट इंडिया, एवरीथिंग ऑलवेज डिफरेंट मिशन, डिफरेंट मोटिवेशन से उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया है। उनका विजन है कि आजादी के अमृत काल में जो आगे 25 साल के लिए विकसित भारत करने के लिए सबसे बड़ा और सबसे अच्छा मिशन कौन सा है, विच इज स्वच्छ भारत अभियान। और इसी स्वच्छ भारत अभियान को लेके आप लोगों को आगे बढ़ना है। तो डेफिनेटली आज 25 स्टेट से जो ऑफिसर्स यहाँ पे आए हैं, एक अच्छी मैसेज लेके अपनी स्टेट में जाएंगे। वट एवर द हेल्प you required from our state, from our Solid Waste Management Corporation, even though Dr. Sharad Kale is always ready to advise you people. तो मुझे लगता है माननीय मोदी जी का जो सपना नव भारत निर्माण, विकसित भारत 2047, उसमें सबसे पहले ये भारत देश स्वच्छ रहना जरूरी है। स्वच्छ रहा तो ही हम फिट रहेंगे, अदरवाइज नॉट। और फिट रहना चाहिए तो स्वच्छ रहना जरूरी है। आप लोग इसी तत्व पे काम करेंगे और बाकी सब कुछ तो देश के लिए हम करते ही आए हैं। इस स्वच्छ भारत अभियान में शामिल होने के लिए फिर एक बार आप सभी का बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for this wise wisdom that you shared with us, and we certainly stand true to the vision and the dream of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji in making our country real Swachh Bharat. Thank you for all the dignitaries for taking time and being with us as part of the inaugural function. As a gratitude and